mean, we are for everyone. Age groups, we have something for everyone, whoever wants to be a part of our program. Absolutely. Inevitably, yes, our sweet spot, we do have a lot of kids from probably 6th to 9th grade. And then we have a lot of littles. We have a toddler program. We have a rhythm and blues program for adult guitarists who, they might not be as confident as they like. So they come in, we provide some beer, maybe, give them some liquid courage to play some guitar.
There
you know what I mean?
Dude, that's awesome.
That's every Thursday. That's actually been pretty successful.
Cool.
And then we're starting the vocal social, which is the vocal version of that.
Cool.
We're trying to launch that hopefully in January. But nevertheless, we have something for everyone. It's not.
We've had people in their 70s.
Cool.
Maybe even older than that, that are just, retired, want to keep their brain active, want to try something new. And we've had everyone. I always say it starts at 0 because we have our toddler program through however old you want to be and come in. Yeah.
I love that because so often I think of learning music and it's like, well, if you got lessons as a kid, like you're in good shape, or at least. But if you didn't, then you kind of missed your shot. But I love the idea that it's any age group, any person can jump in and learn an instrument or get better at an instrument. What do you have? Maybe like a guiding philosophy? Because if you have that much range from 0 to 70 or plus, how do you approach everybody at the same time? It seems like it would take a lot of different ideas to.
I think we'll have different answers to this, but mine would be everyone is born musical. If you look at a baby, when they hear music, they start going, they start bopping around. And so to me, it's and I've never met someone who's like, I don't like music. Yeah. It's not for me. Everybody loves music, and it's such a unifying thing that brings people together. So I think everybody has that in them. Everybody can explore it, and we're happy to facilitate that love of music for everybody.
I do feel like kids and music, I've got a few of them. I heard you guys have 2.
Yeah.
But my youngest, I got a Louis Armstrong Christmas album or record I've been putting on. And she's been dancing to it like crazy.
Yeah,
and she just loves it. And then the other day, my oldest just was like, he put a little trumpet up or whatever, and he's just like acting like I'm like, this guy, I'm loving it. Yeah, it was pretty fun. So like I do think early on there's a little magic that occurs, and maybe it's already baked in, I don't know. But it is fun seeing that. What's your answer? I'm curious. Yeah.
Man, that was a great answer.
Thanks.
Honestly. You do bring up a good point. We do have several different programs. We try to curate what our kids learn I don't want to say strictly, but I want to make sure anyone coming in our program, what comes in goes out, right? What you listen, what you marinate will come out on what you're playing, right? So I don't want to say I'm picky about what our students play, but
but you're curating taste.
Yes,
little bit.
a little.
Like,
I mean,
I
like to say I'm curating culture.
Yeah,
because culture is so alive in music, in my opinion. For instance, my varsity band. We have 3, youth bands. We have a varsity band, we have JV, and then we have JJV.
Nice.
And my varsity group, they're probably so sick of Stevie Wonder, so sick of him. And I'm like, guys, in about 10 years, you're going to be so thankful that I made you play this stuff.
Yeah.
Along with, who else do they play? Hall & Oates. I make them play Hall & Oates, who has 0 Grammys, by the way, and I will never be happy with that.
That's actually shocking. I didn't know
have
that.
0
Isn't it so shocking?
Grammys.
Yeah.
And then when I tell my kids that, they kind of reassesses their annoyance with them. But nevertheless, I make them learn so many different tunes that I honestly think is going to benefit them musically down the road. And that's, I'll have a kid who's 7 or 8, and I'll have him play, a little Mozart sonata or a Clementi sonatina that I played because my parents made me take piano lessons for 12 years. And I had to go through these fairly rigorous, classical pieces that, you know, I did it. I'm happy I did it. But once I was musical enough to get out of it, I say out of it, I still do it. But at least the classical side of things, when I was, you know, a 13, 14-year-old kid, I was able to explore music with a little bit better of a foundation. And I want to give our students that as much as possible. I also, as I've grown up, one thing I want to learn from my mistakes and make sure my kids don't make the same mistakes. I didn't learn Hall & Oates when I was 16. I didn't learn Stevie Wonder when I was 16. I didn't learn a lot of Motown, right? And that's music to me is massively important. And if I had done that, maybe I would have been a better player earlier. You know, and I remember having this epiphany. It was like, man, if I just learned all this yacht rock, I would have been a better player in my early 20s. You know, so I want to kind of help our kids get away from that. You know, and for instance, I had a bassist who I taught for about 6 years.
Maybe even longer
Longer
than
than that.
that.
She,
Like 10 years, I think.
she was one of the only few students who listened to me, and she got a full ride to the Frost School of Music in Miami.
Whoa.
Full ride.
That's amazing.
I'm so proud of her and how she just kind of powered through everything. You know, she was at Booker T. She was playing upright. She was playing electric bass. But man, like the way I remember one day when she came into our studio, I kid you not, and this is for any parents watching this. Okay, your students or your kids will develop like this. It's not like a crescendo, a slow build. It's always rapid.
Oh, really?
She came in, and I swear she was just a bass player out of nowhere. And I honestly think it's because of the music we kind of pushed her way into marinate over time. And then one day, she was killing it.
That's awesome.
You know? So that's what I hope we can provide.
And there's nothing cooler than a girl bass player.
That's true too. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So cool.
I love the way you're describing music because I do think and you may hate this reference, but it feels very School of Rock where it's like, hey, you can enjoy music because it's cool. Actually, like you don't have to think of it as only classical, which classical is awesome. We all love classical music, but when you're 14, you know,
some soul and jazz or something like that. You're just like,
you need something a little different to maybe get you interested in it, and then to marinate in that stuff and just listen to it like crazy. That's where I think you start to fall in love with music.
For sure.
Which is an important part of learning.
Yeah, you got to
music.
put yourself in their shoes.
Yeah.
Like you can't, like I can't force a 14-year-old kid playing guitar to play classical guitar and expect them to really move forward with it. Like that's not what they want to do. They want to play Hendrix.
Yeah.
You know, they want to
feel
that. I mean, I don't want to say, you know,
Rock
anger
star.
or rage, but like
it's the emotion behind it.
The
though.
emotion behind it really gets to them because they're gonna grow out of that. Heck, I liked Metallica for like 5 years.
Yeah.
Okay. Like why? Because I
felt that.
I felt that. Right now, do I like it now? No. That phase is gone. Right.
Yeah.
But the fact that I was able to kind of get through that and listen to that and really, I guess, enjoy it. I mean, at the time, but it was important to go through that so I could find something else.
Yeah.